We hear a lot today about manifestation. Think positively, visualize outcomes, align your energy. But Jewish tradition offers something much deeper and psychologically sophisticated. It's called bitachon, active trust in God. And when you understand the neuroscience of sleep, you realize something remarkable. Sleep improves not through control, but through surrender. Hi, I'm Dr. Bruce Foreman, rabbi, psychologist, and author of the book For God's Sake Go to Sleep. In today's episode, I want to show you an ancient Jewish wisdom and modern brain science convergence in one powerful idea. You don't manifest sleep, you trust your way into it. Most insomnia is not caused by a broken sleep system. It's caused by hyperarousal. When you're lying in bed, worrying about tomorrow, your brain activates the prefrontal cortex, the planning center. At the same time, your amygdala, the threat detector, stays alert. Cortisol remains elevated, adrenaline trickles. From a neuroscience standpoint, you're trying to sleep while your brain is in mild survival mode. And here's the key. You can't think your way out of hyperarousal. You must signal safety. That's where bitachon enters. In Judaism, bitachon is not magical thinking. It's not the universe will provide. It's an active trust in a personal source. Psychologically, this matters. When a human being feels supported, even spiritually supported, the nervous system shifts. Parasympathetic tone increases. Heart rate slows. Muscle tension drops. Trust is biologically regulating. That's why sleep at its core is a spiritual act. To fall asleep, the brain must do something specific. The prefrontal cortex powers down. The default mode network, your narrative mind, quiets. Parasympathetic activity rises. Melatonin increases, but only in dim light. In other words, sleep requires biological surrender. If you lie in bed trying to control tomorrow, you're keeping the exact brain circuits active that must deactivate for sleep to begin. Bitachon teaches the opposite posture. Release control. Trust the outcome, no matter if you fall asleep easily or not. This is not only spiritual, it's neurologically precise. The phrase, trach gut wird sein gut, think good and it will be good, is often misunderstood. It doesn't mean deny reality. It means interrupt catastrophic prediction. Your brain is a prediction machine. When you assume tomorrow will go badly, the amygdala prepares for threat. When you consciously choose trust, you're altering the neural expectation patterns. That reduces anticipatory cortisol. In behavioral sleep medicine, we call this reducing cognitive arousal. In Jewish language, we call it bitachon. Different vocabulary, same nervous system. Judaism gives us a direct sleep verse. In peace, I lie down and sleep, for you alone make me dwell in safety. When you recite this, something subtle happens. You're reframing sleep from a task to a transfer. Imagine your worries as files on a computer. Now visualize placing them into a secure divine locker until morning. Neuroscience calls this offloading. Spiritual language calls it entrusting your spirit. Both calm the prefrontal cortex. Both signal, I'm safe enough to power down. Trust doesn't eliminate effort. Hishtadlut, sacred effort, matters. Dim room light 60 to 90 minutes before bed to allow melatonin to rise. Avoid threat input. No emails, no news, no argumentative texts. Maybe you could write down 3 things that went well today. Gratitude activates the medial prefrontal networks associated with safety and social bonding. Then declare forgiveness, a letting go. Resentment keeps the nervous system activated. Forgiveness lowers physiological tension. Spiritual wisdom meets vagus nerve regulation. When you feel relational trust, whether a partner, a parent, or God, oxytocin increases, amygdala activation decreases, vagal tone rises. These are measurable biological shifts. Bitachon is not superstition. It's a relational safety signal, and safety is the prerequisite for sleep. Tonight, try saying this to yourself. Release. I forgive everyone and everything. Trust. Tach gut ved sein gut. Deposit. Into your hand, I trust my spirit. Rest. Visualize a canopy of peace over your bed. Or you can say this affirmation. I have done my work for today. The rest is out of my hands. I trust the source of life to renew me. And then stop trying. Insomnia is often the refusal to let go. Sleep is the body's reward for surrender. Modern manifestation says control the outcome. Jewish bitachon says release the outcome. And you know what? Neuroscience agrees. When the brain feels safe, it powers down. So tonight, don't manifest sleep. Trust your way into it and let your nervous system do what it was designed to do. If this resonated with you, subscribe, share, and tell me, what's the hardest thing for you to release at night? I'm Dr. Bruce Foreman, wishing you good sleep, sweet dreams, and sacred trust. Lila Tov. Good night.